Happy Hump Day.
Happy Hump Day, Shae.
Okay. Look, we done made it halfway through the week.
Yeah.
So we doing good, if you ask me. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm off work, so I had to get dolled up a little bit because I work from home. So that's what, and then I have a little wardrobe malfunction, but I'm good. Everything.
Right. No, look, it's funny because when you're working from home, it's like we get in chill mode, so we be chilling all day.
Girl, I be so ugly at home. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like it be nightgowns, and then don't let me have a random meeting, and I'm just like, okay, hold on, let me find
her. no, but you know what? I'm gonna say this. We during the panorama, let me say, Black women really been doing it for me. Like these little videos, and they like, who's gonna know? Who's gonna know? I'm
Nobody.
Like, right, who's gonna know? So I want to go ahead and tell everybody, yes, thank you. If you guys are on the live, share it with your top 5, and if you want to be my friend, share it with 10. Hey.
Oh, share it live with your top 5. Yeah. Okay.
So if you guys are just tuning in, first, thank you guys for being here. If you guys were here on Sunday, you saw the interview that we did with the Porter family. We did our interview with Shalon. It was absolutely amazing. And I'm so lucky to have Chantelle here today to, answer some of the questions that didn't get answered. We know that last week you guys had questions for Chantelle, and, we're going to let her speak for herself. So I'm going to go ahead and do my question portion first, and then I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to ask questions as well. If you guys do want to ask questions, make sure you tap the little bubble in the bottom right-hand corner with the question mark, and we will get to the questions. You can drop them in the comments, but don't get mad if I don't get to them, okay?
I know. I'm going to try and read them too and get to them. I'm not ignoring anybody.
We're not doing that. We're not ignoring that. That's not what we're doing. So without further ado, Chantelle, can you let everybody know who you are?
I am Chantelle. I am the girlfriend of Alex and the sister wife of Shalon, and we are with the Porter family. So I'm 1/3 of the Porter family.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So a lot of people have watched your guys' journey just via the internet. They've seen you guys on radio stations. They've seen you guys on different YouTube platforms, and now on Instagram a lot. And as of late, I feel like you guys have been being a little bit more open with your guys' life. And I feel like people are getting bits and pieces of what that looks like. So people are kind of running with where the story is now or creating their own narrative. So if you don't mind, can you walk me through how you and Alex met?
Okay, so me and Alex met at work. It was a brand new hospital, so it wasn't any employees there or anything like that. My department came first, and then that's when, everybody started filling out the hospital. And I don't know, like, he just kept appearing everywhere I was. He was there, and it was just some real bright dude, and his work colors, they bright. So it was just a lot going on for me. So I just, continued to do my job, breeze past him, but he kept making himself known. So I started paying him attention, and, I was going through different shit in my life. So he caught my attention, and I don't know, it hit after that. Like, we began to be friends first, talking to each other about anything, like just everything, and getting closer and closer. And yeah, the story is that we met at work.
So before you met Alex, because you mentioned, like, you guys got to know each other as friends, was that your typical dating style? Like, you got to know people, and you typically would date someone who you felt like more comfortable with?
So my typical dating style, I didn't know what it was. I came out of a 4-year relationship. I got into the relationship very young, 21. And it was the ending was pretty traumatic. And I would just say that I didn't know how. I didn't even know I was in a dating form. I didn't know I was a single adult able to date. You know, I was playing house too long. I didn't get to explore dating.
Okay. I think a lot of us can relate to that. You know, you're dating young, you like the guy, and it just goes.
Cooking for his ass and playing mommy and shit, and like, you know, you don't get to explore you or yourself and everything.
Yeah, no, I understand. I do. So you said you are the girlfriend to Alex Porter, who is the husband of Shalon Porter. So what does it look like to be a girlfriend in a V relationship or in a polyam dynamic?
You know, sometimes it looks a little ghetto. I'm gonna say that much. Sometimes it does look a little ghetto. So, it's kind of a surreal kind of thing. Being a girlfriend, that role, and actually seeing your partner be in another role, it just, I don't know, it makes you see the people that you're with in a different light, you could say. And so I would say it's enlightening to be a girlfriend to a married man.
So coming into it, were there like any expectations or was there anything you felt like you needed to fulfill as a girlfriend, considering the fact that he was a husband already?
Coming into it, I put my role as a girlfriend because, you know, a girlfriend, you try and aspire to be a wife. So I mimicked a wife when I came in because that's what I did in my other relationship. So coming in, I noticed that it was a lot of shit that was already done for me because he had a wife. So it would kind of be me falling in the background, like, oh, well, you know, I could do that. Yeah, I do shit like that too in my head. Like, okay. But they have a flow of doing things, and he might like the way she do things better, or he might be used to it. So I just kind of fell in place and seeing where I was needed.
Okay. So what did that flow look like? You know, you coming into another woman's home and you guys having to share that space.
Oh, it was rough. I put myself in Shalon's shoes a lot because, of course, I'm a woman. So I know you like things done a certain way in your household. You've been running your household for X amount of years, and then someone else comes in and they telling you how they mop their floors. And you know, they telling you, well, shit, we don't dry. We actually let them sit, let the dishes sit. So it was a whole 360 for me. But I had to respect the fact that, yes, I was coming into something that was already established. So I couldn't come in making a whole house.
Okay. So how soon into you moving into the home did you guys become public with family members?
I was in and out of the home. So once I really started just not being, you know, at my mom's house or, you know, that, she kind of asked, okay, well, where you sleeping? Like, what's going on? And I had to tell her, I live there, and I had to continue to tell her, okay, yeah, who all lives there? At the time, Shalon's mom lived there too. So when she looked at me, she was like, all y'all sleep in the same bed? All y'all, you know, what's going on?
Like, hold on.
She initially knew Alex to be just Alex. She didn't know Alex and everything that Alex came with. So once I started, you know, kind of spoon feeding that to her, it kind of, everything came out and she put pieces together. So I would say it was a long time. And when you ask how soon was it, it wasn't that soon, that right away that we made it open.
Okay, so that's Shalon's mom. So what about everyone else? Like your family, his family? What did everything kind of trickle like one after the other with the introductions?
Yeah, everything really did trickle. So Alex knew my mom. I met Shalon's mom, and then I met Alex's mom, and then his aunt and his sisters, and it just different family members started trickling down.
Okay. So when you moved with them, they did have children, correct?
Yes.
So what was that like? At the time, you were not a mom yet, but you were walking into a situation where there was already a maternal figure. There was, children who have been raised by their parents. What was that like for you, not having children, stepping into that space?
It was very different. I'm the youngest. It's me and my brother. So I'm already not knowing to take care of anybody. I never had to. Granted, they were older, they didn't need to be taken care of, but they still needed guidance. And me, I'm coming in like, wow. I told them, look, don't look up to me because
I'm the girlfriend.
I'm not I'm not the one to look up at that time. I was 25 when I met him. So I'm like, I'm not the one to look up to. I'll pick you up from school if you need to. Like, I wanted to be that because I thought, that's what parents do. So, all right, let me step in and be this figure and, do for them however they need. But they were old. So Shalom was like, you don't have to drop them off at school. You don't have to, give them, I'm like, oh, shit. Okay. They'll still get picked up and dropped off because if I could do it, I'll do it. I don't know. I took a liking to the kids. They were very great kids. They were not disrespectful or anything like that. Of course, they were apprehensive. Nothing is perfect. They're kids, and they've seen their life be shaken up very different. Not what your average kid goes through. So they stood on their toes like they were that. I don't know. They were solid kids. Very respectful, and they made it easy to get comfortable with them and learn them for them.
So was it just a time thing, just like over time that process got a little bit easier? And then what did that look like when you guys all did you guys have a separate conversation as adults and you're like, okay, so now I think it's time to talk to the kids? Like, what did that look like?
So they were in high school, so they weren't slow at all. They understood from point A to point B where the difference of the household came, who was the different person in the household, and where the fuck she come from. So we got straight to the point. And they understood it. Like, okay, well, they took it better than what I would have expected, what I would have taken it in their. I probably would have been so dramatic and just made a whole problem for the whole household. So, but they didn't. They were understanding. They were open. They know that people made mistakes. They had their own issues with whoever they had it with. They didn't take it out on me. So it was over time. We got way more comfortable, but I don't know. It wasn't hard.
Okay. Well, speaking of children, I do not want to miss the opportunity to congratulate you on your beautiful daughter.
Thank you.
She is absolutely adorable. And between her and Alex, she's probably going to give him a run for his money.
I told him that. He don't believe it. I told him that.
We as women, we see it, we like, oh, he is creating a monster, but it's okay.
Yeah.
So first, congratulations. And I do want to ask, how has it been becoming a new mom in not only a polyam relationship, but also during a panorama, right? How has that been?
Motherhood is beautiful. Yes. I don't think I could have done it without them during this pandemic. I really thank God that I have them in my life. Pandemics This is the first one I've been in, you know, and it's rough. I didn't know, you know, this is stuff you read about. We're actually we still creating history over time, and this was very different. We all still worked. At the time, we were all still essential, so we were out there. I was pregnant, working, you know, and it was just a different time. And having a child around that time, you can't have your family gathered. Like the house, I went to everybody, baby, getting born. And me, I'm looking around where my friends at. They scared, you know, they didn't have a mess. So it was a very emotional time for me because I looked forward to the normality when you have a child, and I didn't have that. So having them, it really made me feel like I was, you know, somewhat close to normal.
Okay. So you have a baby now. You guys are in, you know, this beautiful relationship. As she gets older, do you have any, you know, fears around, you know, her viewing your guys' relationship as non-traditional? And how are you going to handle explaining to her the type of relationship that you guys have?
In regards to explaining a non-traditional lifestyle with my daughter, I don't see me having to. She's not gonna see it as non-traditional. We create our own traditions. So it's gonna be this world is changing before our eyes anyway. So a lot of this stuff is gonna be normal for her once it even comes down to explaining. So we keep things normal. You don't put fear or you don't put irregularities into children until you put it into them. So they don't naturally get it. So if we keep things normal and keep it the same, then she gonna look at it as normal.
That's beautiful. I think that, you know, something that we don't give credit to is that things do change. You know, sometimes we hold on to old traditions and, you know, look, no offense, look, if you're OG up in here, we understand. But when, you know, the older generations kind of get on the younger parents about the things that we do, but when we're living in a different time, sometimes it's necessary for us to bring new tools and new resources, you know, into the fold.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, you can't win a new game with old tricks sometimes. You gotta, you know, you gotta re-strategize and do something just a little bit different.
Yeah.
So I want to get into something a little spicy.
Absolutely.
So when we talked to Shalon on Sunday, a lot of people had questions about, you know, your guys' relationships. And people were wanting to know, you know, how you identify sexually and if you were interested in dating outside of the relationship that you are in now.
Okay, so how I identify sexually is I don't know. Shit. I don't know.
Open, are you?
So no, listen. I'm not going to tell you that I'm bisexual. I'm not gonna tell you that. I'm not gonna lie. I will play, you know, in some pussy here and there. You're not gonna find me down there just munching. Okay. I'm what, you know, some gay girls, they don't like me because they'll say that, oh, you know, she lazy. All she want to do is lay there. I mean, fuck, you're not gonna catch me doing that. That's just it's not my style. I really do like dick. So, however you want to, you put a name on me. That's what I
am. You know what? There's a term for it, and it's supposed to be like a shady term, but it actually sounds kind of cute. It's called a pillow princess.
Ooh.
I think it sounds kind of cute. What it means in the lesbian world is like a woman that just lays on her back. Like, you're not going down there, but you gonna lay down. Like, you know, I said, oh, that's kind of cute. I was like,
okay, you know, it's the pillow satin. I can be a pillow prince looking at. But you know,
like, not the comments blowing up.
Not him trolling.
Okay, the old school term is lipstick lesbian. That's what they call it.
Okay.
Now that makes sense. Okay. Pillow princess.
I like lipstick or whatever. But you know, yeah, that's I don't. that don't be on my menu. So whatever you would call it, then that's what I am. But I do love dick. I can say that much.
And that is A-okay. Okay, y'all, I got a couple more questions, and then I will get to the comments in the bubble below. If you guys want to ask questions, make sure you guys go to the question bubble on the bottom right hand corner to submit your question, because we're going to get to the Q&A in just a moment. So the second part of that question is, what about dating outside of the relationship? So even if it's not another woman, are you open to dating outside of your current dynamic?
So, yeah. Okay, so dating outside of the dynamic. No, I don't. I mean, yes, we're open to do it if that's something we would like to do. But I don't feel like I have that energy for that. You do have to give your energy when you're giving your time and your space and yourself and everything like that. I don't have that to give. You know, I'm giving my energy to my baby. I'm giving my energy to my man, trying to, make shit on and popping, and giving my energy to just keeping the union together in the household. Like we're comfortable together. But yeah, are we allowed? Of course, if I did pussy for everybody. But nah, that ain't what I'm trying to do right
now. Okay, so in the event that, Shalon or Alex wanted to date outside of the relationship, how would you feel about that?
I mean, it would be weird. So I would, of course, have to accept it because, this is what we're doing. This is all what we chose to go along this journey together. But, of course, it would be boundaries. So, I understand things now when things are asked in situations like that. But yeah, it would definitely be different.
Okay. I'm sorry, these comments is they wild. And there was a correction. So lipstick lesbian, I believe, is just a straight lesbian. Like she doesn't like men at all, I believe. Okay. Got it. We got you. So we're gonna stick to the pillow princess term. We like that better anyways. Okay.
Don't hate pillow.
Don't hate. Right, we try to be cozy, okay. Mm-hmm. So next question. So in the event that, you decided to, no longer be with Alex and Shalon, would you consider dating another couple, or would you date in the polyam community again?
Neither.
Okay.
I just, granted, if they poly, if I, because people, they put poly on anything. So if I run into somebody and they start cheating on poly, or they start doing, just some bullshit like that, I'm not going to view it in a monogamous mindset. So I'm not gonna go looking for all. I'm gonna go with different understandings. I'm gonna say that. But am I aspiring to be with another couple? No. Am I looking just solely in the poly world? If you ever, no. It kind of get a little weird in the poly world. And it's no offense to nobody. I promise. But I don't know. Maybe. Okay. Next question. I feel like
it's okay. So what do you think this relationship has taught you just about love, relationships, dating? What do you think you've really gained from this experience so far?
Oh, accountability. Baby, that word is powerful. Baby, I get deep with that word, but it's powerful. Accountability. I've learned that. I've learned. I've always been mature, but I've chanted a whole new line of maturity. And just being more open.
Okay. Ooh, y'all with these questions already. Okay, y'all want to go there, don't y'all? Y'all, you know what? Let me ask a few more questions before I get to
the questions is probably like that.
They are. Oh my God. Oh. Okay. Look, y'all got me feeling like I don't bring good interview questions with the way y'all ask them. Look, thank y'all. Thank y'all for this. I appreciate the help. No, I'm just kidding. So with the living arrangements, do you feel like time, like how is time divided, and do you feel like it's divided in a way that works for you in the relationship?
Well, right now it's really not working for me. And no, I'm bullshitting. So yeah, I would say yes and no. So like recently, holidays and jobs been demanding different things like that. So it's not necessarily the relationship within itself not giving you that time. It's how you're what are you doing to get that time? So like how are you orchestrating your schedule to fit in with this time frame, knowing what we got to do to accomplish this? Like it's different than just a one-on-one relationship. So I wouldn't necessarily say it's one getting more time than the other. I would just say just scheduling and understanding and different things like that.
And I think that's something, because I have to add that in there. It's like when you have a new baby, like baby, the panorama, work, like it's so many layers that go into how we give time to our partners. And I definitely think that, whether it's a monogamous couple or a polyam couple, we have to be honest about, kids change things, and sometimes you just have to, rework it a little bit, It's me and Shalon were joking about it, but he's like, she's the third girlfriend. she's the third. She's taking and look, and she got all y'all time, okay? But she like, this is my time. What you mean?
And she the jealous one. Like she is the jealous one.
Oh, she has that energy
for her daddy. Oh yeah, she got energy.
Okay. So let's go ahead and ask some of these questions, because dang, I got some good questions.
Okay, let's get to it.
Okay. So someone asked, do you feel like you're missing out on getting married and having your own moment of becoming a wife?
Yes. Okay. I do. Because right now, it's not legal. And so I understand he is already married. So in a relationship like this, yeah, you do miss out on that aspect of life, Is it a bad thing? It depends on if you're aspiring to be married, So it all depends on your perspective. But yes, of course, a relationship like this with a man that's already married, shit, I ain't gonna be the one that he married. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and what I say to the audience for people who are like newer to the polyam lifestyle is people have their own workarounds. Some people do contracts differently. There are ways that some people go about not necessarily legitimizing relationships with multiple people, but from a legal perspective, there are some people who put different things in place. So I do want to just add that in there, just in case anybody's so discouraged. It doesn't mean that you're unhappy or you don't want to be in the relationship. It's just that sometimes, because of the way things are now, people have to find workarounds to, get what they want out of the relationship. So I want to
Alex, he do the workaround, baby. He do not. He looking for ceremonies and legalizations, and baby, he at the courthouse, so that's already in motion. But as far as your ideal, nah, you ain't gonna get that. But am I traditional? Made my own.
There we go. I like that. We look. If y'all don't like it, look. So the next question is, do you ever get jealous of Alex and Shalon's relationship?
Yes, I do get jealous of their relationship. I get jealous of their bond, that they have, because I know that it is unbreakable. So when I look and I'm like, okay, well, dang, why he can't talk to me? Why I'm here, why he don't feel like he can unload certain things? So it's what he's comfortable with doing. I got into this relationship and I understood, no, I'm not the end all be all. I didn't come to replace Shalon. Shalon has her role. She has her position. She's been going about their structure way longer than what we have. So that has to be respected in a whole nother form. And with a relationship like this is where that maturity kicks in. This is when that, that understandings and everything kicks in, and just know what you are capable of doing and what your strong points are. And shit, he'll come around and get comfortable. And you'd be like, oh, he's talking to me about this. But yeah, for the most part, shit like that. But not the, the togetherness and the kissing and the hugging and like it's a different level of jealousy. But it doesn't take long to bounce back.
So how do you deal with jealousy?
So I'm not the type to like, do hissy fits and stuff like that. Like I kind of take it all in. I try to process it the best way, and then, fill it out. I speak on it, and then if I ain't getting my way, then I speak a little louder. And so, but I try my best to communicate without doing all of the extra theatrics, just to get my point across.
Okay. And someone wanted to know, do you sometimes wish you had Alex as your husband to yourself?
Hell no. No.
Look, I don't think people understand. Like, I'm just going to ask you, why?
It's a lot. When he told me that it was a lot to be with him, I'm still out lovey-dovey. I'm a lot too. It's okay. I can do this. And then when I got into this shit, I was just like, man, this is a lot. Like, I'm still dealing with shit. He dealing with shit. I'm not used to the way he deals with things. So it's a lot to handle. And it takes a while to say, yes, I'm ready to be married to a person. So as of now, no, I don't feel like I wish I was his wife. I don't know what the future will hold, but no.
Okay. And I can understand that. I think for me personally, like a part of the reason why I'm open to dating polyam men is because I'm like, I'm a lot. And if you can handle more than one woman, I mean, you probably can handle me. I'm a lot.
I'm a lot.
I had a polyam man be monogamous with me because he was like, you're a fucking lot. And I was like,
oh shit.
I was like, oh. Yeah, I know. Look, I know. You gonna see a man, girl. You gonna see a man. All right. So if y'all are just now tuning in, make sure y'all submit questions in the question bubble on the bottom right hand corner. Someone wants to know. This is interesting. This is a fun one. What are your signs? It sounds like there's an Aries in the mix.
You can hear me loud and clear because that's me. I'm definitely an Aries. And then it's Alex is a Taurus, and then Shalon is a Leo.
Okay. Oh, fire sign women.
Definitely.
Y'all gonna burn that man's house down.
Just light his ass up.
Is he okay?
He gotta blink twice. He's good, because actually fire needs earth. So, and he's an earth sign. So, although he could get hot, he can withstand some fire. Don't let him fool you. He's just gonna be a little singed, but he's gonna still be good.
Okay. There is a poly man in the mix, and he wants to know, are you looking forward to buying or building a house together and living under one roof?
Yes. So, we did used to live in a house together, and then, things shifted, and then we moved into this apartment. Things shifted again. So, I kind of pop in and pop out from here in my mom's house. But yeah, eventually down the line, yeah, I would love to be in another house.
Okay. So, Shantell, what advice would you give to someone who is talking to someone who is married but not necessarily poly?
Oh, I do this all the time because, not necessarily married, but with somebody. But I could just transfer the same information. Go to lunch, because it be the ones that's venting to me. So, he's still with her and all the bullshit. Okay, so if you know about her and she knows about you, go have lunch and see how it go. I mean, you got to know how to fight because she might not be as mature as you might be, or maybe both of y'all not mature. But we're not gonna go in there with those intentions. But yeah, like sit down and talk. Because that was the realest thing that Siobhan could have ever did was initiate a conversation with me. And it was on from there. That is what kickstarted all of this, was Shalon having that conversation with me. So talk.
Okay. So someone wants to know, how do you remain confident in who you are being the other woman before you were introduced to his wife? So how do you remain confident as the other woman?
How did I, or how do I? How did I?
Or how did you, and how would you advise someone to as well?
I mean, initially when I first started talking to Alex, I was playing like I was, just for him, but he was married, so I was still talking to other people. That's how I kept it just straight up. I understood what it was, and then once things started pursuing, he started basically applying more pressure. I don't know, like I kept my spirits high. It wasn't necessarily the other woman. Like I understood the situation, so I know she's the wife. I know I'm his girlfriend. And we rocking it that way. It never downed me like, oh, why am I not no wife? Like, I mean, shit, I didn't meet him then, and I'm not comparing myself or competing either. It's just the roles that we playing at this point in time.
I love that. And I think that that's something people don't realize sometimes, is that it's not about who's better. It's just that sometimes different is just different.
Yeah. Different is good.
Very simple. Very simply put, if we could just simply wrap our minds around it.
Yeah.
I don't know who this is, Indeed Poly stuff. I thought we was rocking until you started offending people. Okay, talking about you fire women really intense, just blowing out fire for no reason. First of all, I'm a fire sign too. So you have to bag back with that one. I think it's pretty cool.
Okay. Pretty damn cool. Just don't light us, don't ignite us, and we're gonna be good.
That's
fire
it.
Can keep you warm, or fire can light your ass up. So which one you want?
I like
be
that.
Cozy, or you want to be burnt?
I'm gonna use that one. There's somebody talking about I'm ready to box my Sagittarius. Hold on, I'm a Sagittarius. Why are you trying to fight me? Like, what did I do to you? What did I do? I didn't do nothing.
Wow.
Cool. I think fire sign women are really cool. I like Aries and I like Leo women. They cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. See how we the coolest ones. We just get hot.
That's it. I mean, and like you said, if you can't handle the heat, stay out the kitchen. I'm just saying.
But that's where the food is, so you better be in there.
Okay. So back to the questions. Look, I'm gonna get back to them, y'all. I'm not gonna do y'all like that. I'm not gonna do y'all. So someone says, do you feel less than coming into an established relationship already?
Less than?
Like less than as the woman?
No, I came in. So it's not less than. You have to be fulfilled within. You can't, I mean, I don't know. That's, no. I could just say no, I don't.
Okay. And then someone wants to know, is there something that the other woman in the relationship can do to make you feel more secure?
I'm secure. So I wouldn't look for the security in Shalon. I would just, I'm not dating Shalon. Like we're coinciding, so we're running parallel with each other. So no, it's nothing that she can do besides being her. Like, well, maybe, okay, I'm trying to understand the question better and answer it better. But keeping her the same, she's positive. So she doesn't walk around, moping or, giving bad energy. Like, keep the energy the same. Keep it good, and let's be pure and let's be genuine and live our lives. That's how we stay secure.
I love that. It's a fire sign thing. I've not met a fire sign woman that was insecure. I mean, I might in one day. I'm not saying they don't exist. I'm just saying I haven't met a fire sign woman that was insecure, but you know, hey,
we have our moments, you know, like, oh, okay, my belly don't look good. Like before I'm like, boy, raise the camera. My stomach can't get back. So stuff like that, but like actually like wallowing in stuff. No, you pep yourself up and you be the best you can be.
Okay, so the next question is, what would your advice be for young polyam relationships?
Young polyam relationships. Do that shit, okay? Or don't.
Okay,
like, I don't know.
You only live once.
Yeah, you really only live once. So when I say do that shit, like do it with however it suits you. It don't have to look the same. So just do it if that's what you want to do at this time.
I would say just like any relationship, you know, go into it honestly, go into it wholeheartedly, you know, make sure it's something that you want to do. And just, if you go into something genuine, I think that you will get the best experience out of it, even if it doesn't work, because you know you went into it with the right intentions. And again, even if it doesn't work, like you might get hurt, you can get hurt doing anything, let's be honest. But if you come out of it knowing like, damn, I really did that. Like, you know, I don't know, whether I get knocked down or whatever, I'm gonna feel like a G as long as I did it because it made me happy and it was something that I wanted to do. Like, you know, that's how I love. So if you want to love because you have it in you to do it, like, don't hold back. Just do it.
Yeah, just do it. And you never know what you're going to find out of it. Like, you don't have to end the same way you began, but you'll still come out with that experience. And then you don't know how these people are going to be in your life, whether they the same or if they're involved to something different. But, shit, if they ain't in your life, it could be a blessing too. But you did it. That's all you can say is you did it.
And if you do it with a fire sign, because clearly we lit over here. So
we definitely a vibe. So, you know, if you want to do it with a fire sign, do it.
You know, that's the number one advice. If you do it with a fire sign.
Yeah, I support it.
So people are wanting to know, would you do anything different? If so, what would you change and why?
Would I do anything different? No.
Okay.
No. Because doing one thing, what is that, the butterfly thing? Like, you change one thing, you change the whole thing. So, like, I can't really say, hey, I would have done this different. I mean, you know, you grow. Maybe my maturity, the what I know now, I could say I wish I would have had that. Some of the arguments and stuff, it wouldn't have been there. So I could change having that level of maturity, if you could say that.
Okay. So one of the questions we have is, do you feel like Alex picks Shalon's side when there's a disagreement?
No.
Okay.
He's very neutral. He be preaching. Not religious, but he be preaching. But baby, no, he's neutral. He just really calls it out, like what is what, and then he'll let you know, okay, well, it'll turn quick. You'll think, yeah, he on my side. If your ass ain't do this, it's like, okay, shit, he not on my side. Because we can't ask him to choose. So it would be unfair to ask him to do that. So, I don't think so.
Okay. Oh, someone asked the question for me. Am I bisexual? I am, what is it, heteroflexible?
Oh,
yeah.
Heteroflexible.
Yeah,
and she be flexing on that pillow, that princess pillow. Yeah.
Wait. Hold on, Chantelle.
Flex on this shit.
Wait, we're not about to do that right now.
Let's bring it back, you know.
We're not about to do that. Oh, okay, sorry, y'all. We're not gonna be joked out like this. We're gonna be on our best behavior.
Okay.
We don't want y'all judging us when we fire signs. You know, y'all feel a way about us.
Y'all already judge us. It's all right.
That part. So someone wants to know, how do you think you would feel or react if Shalon cheated at this point in the relationship?
She ain't cheating on me.
You know what? What the hell? We're not supposed to do
very sweet. Like, I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't have it probably at that point, it had probably been something that was already talked about. Like, you know, everybody's level of maturity in this household is at its all-time high. So I think it could be a conversation before you would want to call it cheating.
I like that. Yeah. And they've been very open about the fact that, you know, if they choose to date other people, that's a choice for them. And it doesn't really require them to be dishonest about wanting to seek out other relationships. So yeah, cheating is not a thing. I believe they made pretty clear. Someone wants to know, have you ever had moments of feeling like you don't belong in the situation?
Yes. All the time I used to feel like that. I used to, you know, they'll be arguing and, you know, I would make it about me. I'm like, well, what the fuck am I here for? You know, they arguing because of me. And I would have to slow down and actually realize, okay, some of the arguments, they stem from the situation, but it's not my fault. You know, they had different things going on before I got here. You know, family, but I don't know, because those will be within me, because they were all real good about making me feel welcome. So it would just be my moments of, okay, well, you know, they got their own floor doing shit. They got only 4 chairs and it's me. You know, I'm number 5 trying to sit at the table. So it was stuff like that. I would have to be like, girl, what are you doing here? You know, this was already a family. So I had a whole lot of come to Jesus moments and a whole lot of reassurance as well.
Okay. And then what did that look like too, in terms of, you know, were you guys communicating? You know, did you express how you felt? Like, hey, you know, sometimes I feel left out. And if so, when you communicated those things, how were they resolved by both Shalon and Alex?
So at some points I wouldn't communicate it. It would already be felt. Like I said, they would be, even the kids, like they were real good about making me feel a part of the family. It was, I don't know, it was real beautiful. It was something that I don't feel like I would have been able to do at their age, but they were very, very mature and they helped it out a whole lot. So if I would have moments, I would kind of keep them to myself because I didn't want to disrupt the room or anything like that. And then I'll probably, you know, talk about it later with Alex, and he'll continue to reassure me and he'll hear me out, and I would see changes. So it really didn't take long for things like that.
Okay. So for everybody that's just now tuning in, we are doing the Q&A portion. If you guys are interested in submitting a question, make sure you guys do so at the bottom right-hand corner. Some of the questions are repeat questions. I am going to ask them because I don't want to disappoint. And I know you guys are very interested in knowing, because y'all always want to know who DMs is open. Y'all always is somebody's business. Okay. It's okay. So before I get to the questions, because everybody want to know is your DMs open, I'm first going to ask, how are conflicts resolved in the household?
For days. They take days sometimes. Like, so they're resolved through communication. I can say that. Some people might be left out on certain conversations, so then they're blinded by certain reactions. Then it takes longer for somebody to explain, okay, well, they tripping because it is. And communication. I would say that's mainly how things get solved. We don't throw blows and nothing like that and stuff like that. But yeah, communication. We wanted to. Rough Alex ass up, but you know.
Okay. They already think he ain't safe, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So someone wants to know, are you interested in dating men outside of your triad?
I already said no. Like,
I know, but they want people coming in here. They knew. They just trying to figure out if the DM's open.
Welcome, people. No, they not. Well, I mean, if we following each other, then yes, because my page is private. But I know I was talking to you earlier, Shae, and I was like, if I'm trying to venture off on business and stuff like that, I gotta open that page up. But I'm really gonna wait till the last minute, like I even did to get an Instagram. That's gonna be a last minute because I like my peace, and it's just a lot of people that I don't know, and not even just in politics. There's a lot of weird people, so I don't feel safe. I need y'all to know that don't overstep boundaries. If you already following me and you feel comfortable, say hey, what's up, but that's it.
Okay. So someone wants to know, was Shalon your first experience with another woman?
Yes, she was.
Okay. And someone else wants to know, how did your relationship with Shalon evolve, and how were you two able to be comfortable with one another?
Me and Shalon's relationship evolved after a lot of turmoil. Actually, it was a lot of battles that we both had to, fight within ourselves, with each other. Like we two women, and we sharing a man, and I came into a household, and I'm not a quiet person, so I'm a lot to take in. And so after all of that, everything, the smoke cleared. We were able to, converse and figure out how we are able to interact with each other and what works for us. And then from there, it evolved to what we have now.
Yeah. So someone wants to know, do you ever feel the need to tone down your affection with Alex?
No, he be running from me. I be chasing his ass. Boy, come here. No, nah. Why would you tone down your affection with your significant?
No, absolutely not. That's an interesting question, but I guess they might mean because do you ever feel, or actually have you, right? In the beginning, did you ever feel uncomfortable, being affectionate in front of Shalon with Alex?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I did. I used to consider Shalon's feelings. I'm like, okay, well, shit, I can't just be all up on him, like, I can't. I did. So I did consider how she would feel, and then I went back to, okay, well, shit, she understands. So it was a fight with myself. Those were my conversations that I had with myself. And then he would always tell me, he was like, I noticed that you fall back. I noticed that you're not as, he would tell me. He would call me out, and I'm like, okay, well, and when I bring it out in words, I'm considering. So he looked like, wow, like, shit, we in this relationship together, and we like, why are you giving less of yourself? I don't like when you fall back. I don't like when you do stuff like that. And I had to realize, okay, what am I falling back for if everything is cool?
So how do you and Alex find the time to be intimate? And, what does that look like? Like, will Shalon kind of leave, or even in reverse, will you leave when they need time to be together? What does that look like?
So right now,
mm-hmm.
It's a desert. But in the past, it would all fall into place. Basically, like, it would be an understanding. It would be at moments when you seize the moment. So at any opportunity that you would get, you would seize the moment.
Okay. So what was it about Alex and Chantelle that encouraged you to choose your poly relationship over a monogamous relationship with someone else?
Alex and Shalon, because I'm Shantell, and I didn't necessarily choose. Like, I wasn't in a relationship when I met Alex. I was coming out of a monogamous relationship. Shit, I got cheated on. And so meeting Alex, I wasn't looking for another relationship, and then everything really just happened. And then with this poly relationship, everything still just happened. I really been just living, and I didn't select them and say, hey, there's a couple I'd like to fuck. And they didn't select me either. So I don't know.
Okay. So how was it meeting the different family members as Alex's girlfriend?
Weird. They grew up with Shalon. So Shalon is like another child to them. So off top, they beefed up on behalf of Shalon. So it's like, who is she? And what is she here for? And is she really here for I got the third degree. As I should. It's normal. Any other way it would have been the same. So as I started talking to them, because they weren't hard up on me, they weren't disrespectful or anything like that. They still took the time to talk to me, get to know me and everything. But you feel the energy. They always still wanted to reassure Shalon, like, you all right? Like, you good? And I felt that. And that was powerful to me because that's her extended family and they still treat her like family. So once you get to know me, you either like me or you don't. And we just rocked it the same. I was respectful, and then they embraced me, and I was shocked. I'm like, okay, they like me.
Okay, tell us that. So what because people have been watching your guys' journey from the outside, and very rarely are people asking questions to get to know you, what do you think is one of the biggest misconceptions about who you are as a woman?
Oh, that I'm weak. That I did not come from a stable home. I'm thinking about a lot of things they would say. I don't know. Like, I can't find my own man. A lot of things. Okay. I don't reckon selfish. Slut, all that shit. And I don't know, to know me is to love me. Because listen, y'all could be true about all that shit. I don't know. Whatever. If you know me, you know. No, I ain't come from no broken home. No, I'm not out here flipping and busting it wide open for everybody. And no, I'm not a total bitch. I just have a very firm personality. And so you gotta love it, or you don't.
We got a troll in the comments.
Yes, a little bald head troll.
Yes, like damn, troll in the comments. How would you have handled a situation where the wife expected everything else but didn't want you and Alex having adult time alone?
If she respected everything else.
So if she expected everything else, but you and Alex couldn't have a long time. This is a hypothetical, I guess. Like, how would you have handled the situation? Maybe this person is in a situation where they're in their, the girlfriend, and, the wife doesn't want them to have intimate time alone. Like, how would you have handled
that? You want the real truth?
You want the real truth, because clearly this person needs to know.
Maybe y'all not gonna like me after this, but fuck that nigga anyways. Because if he's still throwing dick, then at the end of the day, you gonna have this conversation about it later. We are already in this situation. We are grown. Bitch, you can't just have me sitting on your couch cooking, fucking cleaning and shit. Like, I can't fuck this nigga. Like, what are we doing here? So I'm not gonna give you no bullshit answer. Oh, we're gonna talk and we're gonna just find outside activities. No, fuck that nigga anyway.
See, you know what? Honest, look, they loving your damn answer, but she honest. I like her.
It ain't no other way to be, baby.
Yeah, we're not gonna lie. So somebody asked, is Alex that great of a guy?
Yes, he is a great guy. When I met him, like, it was his personality. Like, he was very genuine and just very nice and very, very positive and, like, optimistic. He's seeing the good in everything, and he paid attention to very small, minute details in you. Shit that you made yourself pat yourself on the back, like I did that. You know, I am this type of person. I don't know. Like, yes, he is a very, very good person. He get on my damn nerves. He do, but like he is a very, very great person.
It's a comment, it's a troll in the comments that said, Alex is a slut and he ain't shit. So that's
slut me out there, Alex. Since you slut, let's look slut together. Look, Shalon talking about he messy. He is. Like, he is fucking messy.
Oh my God, he's so annoying, y'all. Please look, I told y'all it is okay to bully the troll in the comment with the little red.
Yeah, disregard that little troll up in there.
Yeah, he bald head, talk about him being bald head.
Little bald head troll.
He was trying to put his hair in a ponytail, never worked. He ain't got no edges. Right. He ain't got no edges. Oh, y'all should have got an edge control for Christmas.
Girl. Like around oiled down, just sliding.
That what is the miracle drops?
He's talking about I have. Where, nigga?
Okay, we're not gonna do you like that. So I am curious, and I think that, you know, I do want to take a moment to give you the opportunity to tell people, you know, what do you have in the works? What can people look forward to? You know, what can we look forward to seeing from Shantell?
Oh, okay. So I'm starting this little podcast, right? So, you know, we fishing around for names. We kind of got a little, you know, name in the works. It's gonna be V and Shalon and Shani D. You know, I call her Shae Nice. And then, you know, sometimes Natasha's gonna pop in and out, you know, because it's my girl. And she is the bartender's favorite bartender. So I gotta have that energy too. And yeah, so the podcast is basically gonna be a women's point of view. So, well, a woman's point of view. Just discussions, just real live, you know, chats. I might, you know, dress up my little background and put a candle in this hole and just, you know, just chat and about a subject. It's not going to be just blank dialogue or nothing like that. So just a subject, if y'all got ideas y'all want to talk about, or just, you know, anything. I want that space, like that womanly space. We always hear these men and they always yapping about how to do shit. And I don't really need that right now. Like, I just want to relax and chat with my girls and sip some wine and talk about some freaky shit or some bullshit or some messy shit. And just, yeah, look at him telling us the title. It is called The Unapologetic Woman. And then, yeah, so look out for that because I'm excited about that. And whatever else comes into works, I'm with it. I'm trying to get my whole little entrepreneurship going because this 9-to-5 is real raggedy and I feel like a slave.
This is ghetto 9-to-5.
Very.
These little slave schedules ain't doing it for these little chip change.
And I be seeing these girls and they be making all this money selling these wigs. Y'all, I just dyed this wig. I seen somebody ask me about it. So, like, I dyed the roots because it was really, really red and I looked like a clown. So I went in and I dyed the roots. I had help from my friend that I met in New York. Ooh. She was like, pull down your roots and dye it. So, yeah.
It's good. It's pretty.
Thank you so much. So I'm just really trying to find my niche, basically.
Okay.
And yeah, look out for me.
Look, it's a vibe. So if it sounds like beauty is the way for her. So if y'all have any connects or any vendors or whatever, if y'all have any resources, go ahead and tap in. Y'all can send them to anybody that she's connected to. We'll make sure she gets it because look, sis DMs ain't open yet. Okay.
They still a little dry. I'm gonna wet the boys up a little bit, like the last minute. And don't send me no dicks or nothing like that, because I'm gonna get mad and I'm gonna block you.
What do we have to do to get your DMs open? I mean, and not so people can holler at you, but what can we do to get you and Shalon to get on this social media wave? We want you here. How else am I supposed to see you crazy stuff on the internet street?
Oh my God.
No, we friends on Instagram, but still, what about everybody else? Like, people want to keep with you.
I mean, okay, so listen, I do go through my the request. I do. So like, I don't know, like I don't want to tell people like if you're pretty, then good. Or like I don't know, like if you seem like you cool, and if your page not private, so I can go look at you, then yeah, we can. I'll add you. I'm not like stuck up or nothing like that. I just really like to keep my peace and my space clear. I like funny shit. I don't like all this, the weird shit. The sun. Don't take a picture of your toes. I mean, real fuck it. Somebody making money with their toes, so she cool. I ain't even tripping. But like, like your dog asshole, like stuff like that. Other than that, we can be cool. Cause I'm cool. We can be cool.
Okay. So we do have another question that just came in the comments. You guys, I'm gonna try to catch questions in the comments if you put them in there, but the best way to get the question answered is to actually put it in the bubble. So in the bottom right hand corner, you'll see the question mark in the bubble. Go ahead and tap that, type in your question, and we'll get to it. So one of the questions that just came in is, do you think you would have continued a relationship with Alex if you and Shalon did not get along?
No. That's why me and Shalon had to have the conversation that we did. That resorted to us being sister wives, because it was getting out of hand, and I don't like chaos or anything like that. I don't need that type of energy, especially if we're on a different level. Why we still fighting like we ain't? Why we fighting like we strangers, or if we're fighting over a man or anything, shit like that. So we had to have a come to Jesus moment. What are we doing? I like you, bitch. You cool. You like me, bitch. We cool. We don't work like this. We work like this. We still fuck with the same man. Like, what are we doing? We had this conversation in the front seat of a car. Like this, bitch. Let's talk. And then, after that, and it's not an ultimatum. It's really like, do you feel like doing this? If you feel like doing this, we can rock. If you feel it is unbearable, nigga, we can go this way too.
You know what's funny? And I think for a lot of women who have been in Shalon's shoes, they might not find it so easy to just be like, okay, yeah, let's be cool. But I can say, as someone who has been in Shalon's shoes, like, I've definitely dealt with infidelity in a relationship. I would have preferred somebody to be like, you know what, Shae, honestly, you hella cool. Like, you hella cool, I'm cool, like, you know what I mean? Like, it would have probably eased my tensions a little bit,
Yeah.
Like, it just makes sense, right? And again, the troll in the comments telling extra details. If we can't get along, we can't do this. Okay, fine, whatever. You may be right. But I think that if the situation was even added, if that was added into a situation where for a lot of men, they say, hey, look, we need to find balance, or we not doing this. And then the woman like, okay, well, let's see how this goes. And then it turns into, well, you're really cool and I'm really cool, because clearly a man likes you for a reason. He likes you for a reason. He's with me for a reason. So we can't think that we're crazy to love the same man, because he's worth loving. So if we can love him and he can love both of us, it got to be something about you that cool,
And it ain't hard to find. Like, Shalon was cool shit. It was the, however, she a Leo, so she be handling shit like real bitchy. But once we get past that, like, she's a cool person. Even when she has a problem and she finally lets it off, you be like, really? That's all you was trying to say? Okay, cool. We can change it. Like, we can fix it. You fine. But yeah.
Okay, so we got a couple more questions, and I see that someone wasn't here earlier on, so I'm going to ask it to you, and you are more than welcome to answer. If you blink twice, I'll answer for you. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
The question is, are you and Shalon romantic with each other, or sexually desire each other without the husband?
Nah, bullshit. Okay, so like, me and Shalon are sister wives, and I want to say welcome. Thank you for coming. Me and Shalon, we are sister wives. No, I don't want to explore her sexually. I don't know. I forgot the question. I'm really sorry, but no, I like it the way we are.
Okay. So someone else asked, did you and Alex get a chance to date separately before? So while you guys were going through the process of everything, were you and him dating separately in the poly relationship before all three of you guys started to build together?
Yeah, he was cheating. It wasn't in the poly relationship. It was outside of their marriage. We were dating. So yes.
Okay. So someone else wants to know, how do you guys handle outside family and the dynamics of your relationship? So
I don't know. Everybody's surprisingly cool. Like, if they're not cool, you know, they'll talk about it. But for the most part, should we go to functions, family functions? Should everybody welcome in my mama house? Alex, Shalon, like, she done came in the garage before. Like, I don't know. She bought my mama breakfast before. Like, everything's really cool. We visit Shalon's mom. She stay in Atlanta. We just left from out there, I think in October. Alex's mom came out here, and then we went out there, I think, for her sister's wedding at the beginning of my pregnancy, and then I know they went out there for New Year's with Soraya and just different shit. So yeah, family is family. It's the ideal family you would want to have in a situation like this.
Okay. Yeah, my family will talk a gang of shit. I've already pre-warned them, though. I've just kind of been like casually having drinks, like, yeah, you guys, by the way, you know, I'm open to dating men who have like multiple women.
You know, that's everybody's family at the beginning. But like once you stand your ground and you don't let them shake you from what you're doing, then they have no choice but to respect it. And even still, if they ain't hopped on that bandwagon, they ass gonna get left because it's still your choice.
That's right. Yeah, I think for me, like, just telling my family, it's me telling my family now is more, you know, it's more for them than it is for me, because whether I tell them now or when me and my partner are together, like, it's not gonna matter. I'm gonna very casually be like, this is my partner and this is his wife, you know, Giselle.
Yeah.
I mean, what? Huh?
Shalom was coming around my family without Alex. So they was like, you know, well, who's your friend? Who's that? That's Alex's wife. Hi.
Like, hi. They're like,
the wife.
Does she know? It's like,
they get the whispering. That's the wife. Yes. If you ain't heard me loud, that's her.
It's the wife.
I brought her with me.
Right. Say a lot for the people in the back. Like, I mean. So I did want to ask, what advice would you give women coming into this lifestyle?
I would say hang on to your wigs because it is a ride. Whatever you think you know about yourself, times it by 10. You're going to learn way more about yourself and way more about just life itself. So just if you're willing to put in that work and that effort, then just hang on. And if you are coming in with partners that are willing to work with you and put in that effort and be patient with you, then hell yeah, hang on, because it's beneficial at the end. Once you all climb on top of that mountain, you can look down and be like, nigga, we made it.
That's
so
true.
Yeah, I will just hang on.
Oh, okay. So we got a couple more questions that came into the question box. Someone wants to know, with knowing how you entered the relationship, was trusting Alex ever an issue for you?
Yes.
How did you work through that?
I talked my shit, and you know, he told me what I needed to hear. Basically, like, it would be times that if he was at work, and I'm like, you know, I know you entertaining them bitches at work, and I'm looking like, you know, because I was the bitch at work he used to entertain, and he'd just be like, you know, I would have to take that out if shit, just take that mind frame out. Man, girls ain't nothing, or you know, anything like that. I just had to just restructure my way of thinking because I can't control nobody. So the trust had to just be, it just had to be there.
Okay, so let's see. So someone else wants to know, Has your relationship rubbed off on your friends and family? Like maybe, encouraging them to explore poly?
No. Well, no, yes, I don't know. So like when I first started talking to Alex, it's so funny. My best friend, she was in like some little poly relationship too. And I was like, girl, not you taking a page out of my book. But actually she was the first woman. And the other woman actually came in. So her dynamic was a little bit different. But I don't think I influenced her. I just see them as being more understanding to different dynamics by looking at my dynamic.
Living in a truth. I mean, at this point, I think that that's kind of what this is. Even if we didn't decide to put labels on certain things, like this is one of those things where like you just living in your truth. If you love somebody, you want to be with them. Like, other things really shouldn't matter. And that's just my 2 cents. But someone wanted to know, when you start at the house together, when you moved into the house initially, did you all sleep in the same bed?
Yeah.
Okay. Someone else wants to know. They I told you they be all up in your bedroom business. They want to know about y'all DMs. Somebody said, "How open are you to other relationships with men and women?"
So welcome, because I don't think you was here earlier. No, I'm not trying to jump in nobody else's couple bed or relationship or nothing like that. This was literally a stumble upon. I knew nothing about this lifestyle and just nothing about the love style or anything like that. So no, I don't see me aspiring to do that.
That's beautiful. Okay. Overall, everything, like, let me just say, would you say, just because, again, the misconceptions and everything, that you are happy in your relationship? This is a relationship that you chose.
Yeah.
Okay. Because for whatever reason, people believe that when women are in polyam relationships, they're not choosing this for themselves. They're, I don't know, being tricked, or, like you said earlier, she can't find a man or whatever the case is, but it's very much known to everybody. So pass the message along. We're going to say a lot for the people in the back. She is choosing to be here. She is happy. Okay. We ain't freeing nobody. I mean, maybe Alex, but he fine.
he gonna be all
right. So let me ask: will everyone be able to see you at Polypalooza?
Yes.
Wow, we gonna see you at Polypalooza. I think somebody asked you, what color dress was you wearing?
I don't know. Like, I don't know. I want to, cause it's prom like, and I want something nice and long but sexy too. So I've been looking at different dress ideas, and then I seen Chocolate. She had the little sparkles going on last year, and I was like, I don't want to copy her sparkles, but I ain't never worn no sparkle dress, like So I don't know. But yeah, you're definitely gonna see me, and if you don't know by now, like I am not the upstanding person that you feel like I should be. I am very ratchet. I will throw this ass, and we definitely gonna have a party. It's just gonna be that. Yeah, I dance at the drop of a hat. So don't be surprised if you talking to me and a song come on, and and not to be rude, but we definitely at a party. And so I'm a kind of bop to where everybody else.
Me too. Okay.
And find me over there.
Okay, look, so we know it. So yes, you guys will see the Porter family at Polypalooza. I just wanted to go ahead and let everybody know, if you guys are interested in being a part of the Polypalooza experience, it is in Houston, May 20th through the 22nd. Did I get my dates correct, y'all? Correct me if I'm wrong. But details have already gone out. If you guys don't already know, you guys can see the pinned comment. Pretty Tie, you guys can contact her, or Chocolate Drop. She was in here earlier for more details on Polypalooza. If you guys are interested in getting to know us a lot more, you guys can catch us every Sunday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, where we do You Probably Should Know, where we educate people on the community, polyam, polyandry, everything under the umbrella, and non-monogamy as well. We are also very much pro-monogamy. We are pro-healthy relationships. Other than that, we do also do a dating show on Tuesdays with Natasha, your bartender's favorite bartender, and that bald-headed man that's in the comments trolling.
Trolling. Bald-head troll.
So if you guys have any questions, feel free to follow me, DM me. Make sure you guys follow the panel E&M. Okay, if you guys are not following the panel E&M, panel E&M, I'm doing too many shout outs, y'all. Panel E&M stands for ethical non-monogamy, and that group of individuals, when I tell you chef's kiss to that group of people, I'm telling you, like, I'm a part of it, but that's not all. That's not the only reason why I'm hyping this up. I'm just saying that it's really lit over there, if y'all didn't know. So yeah, again, if y'all want to tap in with us, y'all can follow just about anybody that comes into this room and on these lives. Y'all know,
but we're not on OnlyFans. Hold up, player. Him. You seen that? We ain't there. But you can find us on the other shit.
You know what? Actually, hold on. I got you, Playboy. Hold on. I got you. Don't even trip. You want to be funny? Hold on.
Shout out to my girl, Karen. I think she's selling them toes. So if you want to look at some nice little pedicure toes and then get you some beads and shit, then yeah, I think she on OnlyFans.
Yes, and there's a ton of events that the panel E&M will have coming for you guys this year. We have a ton of stuff going on, so just make sure you guys stay tuned. And for anybody that think they funny, I don't have an OnlyFans, but I do have a Cash App. It's right there. It's Shae is Love. It's pinned in the comments below. So if y'all do want to support, make sure y'all do Cash App a queen, okay?
Spend that shit. Spend the check.
There we go. Where's the check? Where the bag? I'm good. You know what?
Spend the check and get it. You know,
that part.
Watch your back. Charge them tax.
That part.
That's that.
Look, you know what? See, this, I'm gonna act. I'm not gonna act up, y'all. I'm be good. I'm
act
good.
up, baby. Everybody act up around me. I be even getting Shalon to act up. And she is just a nice little cuddly little bear, and she don't be doing shit. But I'll be naked, bitch. You better.
So when I'm ready to chill and relax, I'm kicking with Shalon and Palooza. When I'm ready to turn up, I'm gonna holler at my girl Chantelle. I'm just saying, depending on what kind of vibe y'all in. Look, Alex clearly has a little bit of everything out here. That's why the panel E&M exists. Okay, we got just about everything for y'all. Every woman across the flavor spectrum. I'm telling y'all. It's lit over here.
Yeah, it's a lot of hotties up in here. Like, they is it, okay? The fellas, where y'all at? Because these ladies is it. Okay, I'm tired of seeing these recycled ass niggas. No offense to y'all, but it's the select 3 that I got, and I be seeing their ass all the time. So, 3.5. But look, come on, man.
Who's a half? Wait, hold on. Who's a half?
I can't do that.
No, I know. We're not gonna do that.
So look, it's some hotties, y'all. Come check out the panel. Come check out Polyamory. Yes. Come check out everything. Come check out my podcast because I need y'all to just come talk to me.
Yes. So with that being said, thank you all for joining us. We truly appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all tap in with us again this coming up Sunday and Tuesday. And man, when the podcast drop, y'all will be the first to know.
Yes, definitely. Thank y'all for coming.
All righty, everybody. Good night.
I see y'all. Good night.